evening and welcome to Damage Does D&D. We're a couple of players light tonight, but that's not going to stop us. So, DM, take it away.
Right. So, in the last episode, which was last year now, a few weeks ago actually, we had a fight in foggy conditions in the forest with a bit of a river, small canyon situation going on with some rather large orangutan, and everything was fine. Bernia took a little nap and spoke to God, but other than that, things were mostly good. The monster, the creatures did try to run away, but that wasn't allowed. And they were vanquished, and that's kind of where we pick up. So, post-battle, most people are on the southern side of the river. There's a couple on the north, but you can all rearrange yourselves as necessary.
Sure.
Very first thing I need to do, it's been the cliffhanger since we ended, but is Meglina still in my bag?
Yes.
Okay. I'll make sure he's okay.
Yeah, there's some happy little noises that come from him as you get him out and make sure he's okay.
Well, Mazdak, Salville, are you
Yes.
okay?
Well, I think so. Yes. Yes. Minor flesh wound. It's all good.
Thank Leosul for your presence and your help today.
Well, I think that's why you saved me and why I'm here, so I'll do my best. Before we cross the river, just give me a moment. I just need to heal myself now that you others aren't in danger. And I am going to, at second level, cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Do you know what? Why not? Let's use... see how shite the dice rolls are on D&D Beyond for me.
What?
There's a 1 in there. 9.
Wow.
Yeah. Amazingly shite.
Got too many tabs. So, Imarius, just quickly, through that fight, you were having
Did
some
a lot.
you did oh so many useful things.
Mm-hmm.
And you felt that position of the ring that's no longer there. You felt it, and you can still feel it. It feels to your hand like it's there. Like you try and close your fingers, and you can feel the edge of the ring on the next two fingers. But it doesn't look like it's there as you look at your hand.
Well, half the group's down south, so I'm sort of on my own at the moment. So I'll just try and just do control flames cantrip to see if anything happens.
You try to cast in your usual way, but nothing happens.
I'll swear. I'd just be, you know, like when you idly play with a ring on your finger. I'll be very careful. I'm picking my words very carefully. I will play with my phantom ring.
So many jokes.
Yes, so are we going to go across and meet up with the others, hopefully?
Quick question, DM. I assume it's still foggy.
Yes.
So, yes, I think that's a good idea. I'm not sure entirely where they are,
Is everything okay over there?
but I can hear.
Can we hear it?
Yes, I think
Who's
so.
actually over there?
Okay.
We'll be over in just a tick, don't worry. And I'm going to go... oh, no, I'm not. I'll be like... So, are we going through those spores again without breathing, or...?
Well, we need to get to the other side, obviously, so possibly the safest way to go, whichever way that is.
How deep was the water when we were in it, DM?
Waist high, not particularly deep.
Okay.
So shoulder height. Gotcha.
Um,
Are you injured, Marius?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Did you see me take that one out over there?
No, but I was.
The
in
one
heat of
near-
battle.
Thaddeus.
I must have been over on this cliff when you did.
No.
Go and
Yes.
join Sasha and Kral. I will go and get others.
Okay.
I'd suggest taking a deep breath in and going the same way we came in.
Sure. Yes.
These aren't sheer cliffs, are they?
Mostly, there's a little. It's rocky enough to climb. But
I
it's
wouldn't want to
pretty-
fall. Yeah, I was just thinking that's why I said deep the water was, because I wouldn't exactly want to fall down in it.
Yeah, if you jumped off, your feet would probably hit the bottom and would hurt.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to move over to where we came in. Before I get too close to him, take a breath, hold it, and then again, same way we did, sort of like slide down to the water.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Then
That's fine.
just
We don't need to worry too much about the spore effects because they last a very short time.
Okay.
But yeah, certainly, if you want to hold your breath while you go down to avoid it, then you can.
Sure.
Are you all okay? Did you get to Salviel?
Salviel, yes, they're up. Should be just behind us.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say Salviel? I thought it was Salviel.
I'm not sure. I've been going under the assumption of Salviel, but despite my heritage, I'm not as familiar with more elven names.
I suppose one of us will get it right one day, so let's keep going.
I think
Are you
Sasha.
taking it upon yourself to mispronounce another party member's name?
No. So when I first joined them, their names were pronounced, and me and Salviel had a conversation in the night because we did first watch, and I just said, "Did I hear your name right? Is it Salviel?" And they were like, "It's close enough."
Close enough.
So as by luck would have it, it's just worked out that way. Damn.
Who'd have thought it?
Quarantine.
Right. Vernia, is it safe enough to climb up there?
It should be. Kral, Sasha, let down a rope.
Probably Kral has got something to lower down
Yeah.
to let you guys up. I'm going to take off the. We'll probably be done with this map soon, but start taking off the circles. So yeah, slowly, each of you make your way across, climb down, climb back up, get to the other side, and are ready to continue
Indeed.
heading north. As you continue to move on, it's you can feel the ground underneath you get slightly more steep. It's not particularly difficult. It's just a constant slight uphill that is hard on the calves. And slowly, as you continue over the next couple of hours, it feels like the density of the mushroom forest thins out, and you can start to see a clearer picture of the enormity of the mountain range that that precedes you. There's a defined one sec. There's very much one tall peak directly in front of you. Most of the mountain range extends off. Like my my somatic components over here, if you're watching the cams, are probably pointing the wrong way because it's reversed. But yes, you've got this very tall peak that sort of is sort of is the last mountain on the end of the range that slopes off towards the ocean on the western side of the country and continent. To the east, you can see it just extend for seemingly forever. You can't see the end of this mountain range.
Cool.
Yeah. Along the way,
you do. Sorry, Ophelia, I'll let you speak in a sec. Samuel, you, from your previous vision of the path that Liasol showed you, where you're heading is directly up the big mountain in front. Philly, you can go.
Okay. Along the
I would
way,
just like to say,
Just
I was waiting for it. Yeah, along the way, I would have just gone up to both Kral and Sasha and done a level 1 cure wounds on them. As after the battle, they would obviously look pretty beaten up.
okay. Yeah, just want to roll that. I'll at least put it in.
Yeah.
In the roll 20, so I've got it.
So I'm not going to use D&D Beyond because that was a complete and utter failure last time. So one of them. So I said Kral first, so that is 6 points of healing. Kral, and then Sasha again. I've rolled 2 2s. Jesus Christ! Start the year as you mean to go on with D&D.
Yeah, the real dice rolls are really screwing you over there too.
Yeah.
Are you able to keep track of Carl's? Because I don't have his character sheet anymore because I don't.
I've stuck it on the roll 20, and
Cool.
did we not? I'll just make sure Kroll's sheet is on. That's shareable.
I did have access to it, but I've only got 6 character slots now, so I can't.
Yeah.
I had to pick my favourite character.
It's set to campaign only, so
let's have a look.
should be
Sometimes
able
it takes a while. Oh, I can see it, yeah. Kral, Buckshot, Shellenden.
take that there. So for anyone that is interested, probably healing wise, Kral looks pretty rough. He's at about a third. Sasha about half.
Yeah,
Is
I
this
am.
after Thaddeus' healing?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I do more, I'm basically out of spell slots. If we come
I
across
would
anything.
put. I'll put another 10 HP into each from my lay on hands.
Do you want me to? I know it's read only.
Yeah, can't update it on the sheets, unfortunately. But another 10 HP to each of them.
Ooh, wait. I'm just gonna update Kral
Is
in roll
DM's
20.
It's fine. Nat's here to take notes.
I think
It's-
DMs can update it on the character sheet.
I should be able to. I think you get full control of it.
Also, we're recording this,
What?
so
Yeah.
Also true.
In roll 20, just so you know, Kral is now controllable by Dan.
Oh.
Sasha's now controllable by Jade.
Cool.
So you can tweak it there.
Sasha's on half health and she's 2 hit points higher than me.
Yeah.
Mental.
She's on almost 3 Mazdacs.
I love a new system of HP count.
I'm below a Mazdak.
Yeah.
Oh
I
wow.
was telling one of my friends who DMs about the Mazdak system of measurement. He said what did you say his health was? And I was like, yeah, he's got like -2 constitution. It's mad.
Is the 31
Was it-
including your 10 that you just put in?
Quali's on 31, yes.
Right, that includes the 10, right? Okay. Cool. I'll try and keep up with that.
Okay. So, yeah, once you've sorted all of this out, you continue to head
Lots
north.
more climbing to come.
Anybody know which way we're going? Obviously, you've got the coast to the west, and I'm following you, really, aren't I? You've just picked me up.
Look to
Yes, we
Salvia.
are looking for a cave. Straight on for the moment.
Any cave
Um,
or a particular one?
Well, a particular cave, an empty one isn't going to do us much good.
Well,
We are
From
looking
your
for a
vision,
specific person.
Salviel, it was less just like a cave, and it was there's a sort of structured arch and doorway type scenario.
Well, they've made themselves at home. I mean, it's not going to be some rough-hewn
No.
gap in the rock. We'll be fairly sure of knowing it when we see it.
and what are we going there for again?
We have to find Dracoto.
The what is the word? Immortal? Yes.
Ah,
Immortal sworn to Vastro.
Um,
Though
friend?
Hopefully.
I'm not sure. I think she might. I don't know. Nagale talked to me when I was knocked out fighting those creatures.
Oh.
Has gotten me in line a bit and said that when I looked to Mazdak and Sasha, I said that Vastro has turned away from this cause. Which is why Dalen left.
Dalen was another friend of ours. Very tall
Ah.
fellow.
Ah.
A cleric of
But-
Vastro.
Oh, so you
Vastro,
did have a cleric with you, it's just...
Oh, absolutely, yes.
I find it easier if you just go with them and just let them work out. It's more profitable that way.
Well, no, not really. Knowledge is always power, so the more you know, the more it helps you out, so...
Oh, you're not one of those book people, are you?
if
We've already
Vastro
got
is
one of
not
those.
Vastro is not our ally, but that does not make Jakoto our enemy. Apparently, she is not fond of her situation.
Yeah. Well, let's find them and find out then, shall we?
Yes.
I do love travelling. Wandering the world. Seeing the things people haven't seen.
It's been
Ah.
a while since I have had this much travel. It is good.
Okay. So you continue moving through the hours, and eventually the mushrooms just leave you behind. They've just wandered off.
Yeah.
You're not moving.
Yeah, they've had it with this shit.
I've had it with this shit. Yeah, and you are now on this the rocky lowlands of the Great Mountain. It starts to get towards evening time. You probably think you can travel for a couple of hours to really the foot of the mountain.
Okay, I'm just following along behind Salvio.
Knowing, I mean, being quite a traveller myself and having been places, knowing that we've potentially got like an hour or so left in us, and before it starts to get obviously dangerous in a new place, just along the way I would be keeping an eye out for any cave-esque or safe dwelling, natural or unnatural. take resting.
Make a survival check for me. And anyone else that's interested in looking for a place to stop for the night.
Do you know what I'm
I'll
going to
roll
do? I'm going, because they were shite for Florian, I'm going to use my heart dice, potentially for Thaddeus, as he's a healer.
Heresy.
Well, we'll see what the first roll is like, shall we?
I can't believe you, Florian. Turning against us like that.
Ian, what are you doing?
14.
I rolled 15 without a modifier. So
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, between the two of you, as you sort of make the trek across this sort of rocky, mossy ground, you get to really where the mountain starts. It's not quite like it just rose out of the flat ground, but there's definitely some cliff faces, and there's some inlets within those that you think would be a good place to give you some cover.
So I did hear at one point that there was a story I read many years ago that at one point there were a group of travellers travelling through Mervia, and they stopped in a cave. But the cave was actually the mouth of a sleeping giant, and they lit a fire on his tongue, which woke him up, and he swallowed them.
comforting.
I seem to recall that. Yes, it's quite an enjoyable story to read.
Indeed, obviously not true, because the giant would have to be absolutely huge, and we've met some giants, and they are just simply not big enough for a party of travellers to camp in their mouth and set a fire on a tongue.
Well,
surely you would notice.
Have met a sufficiently old one.
Well, surely you would notice.
Or the mountain is a mimic.
Oh. Well, yes,
Very
it could
old
be.
neck.
open mind, Mozak. I can see that you like
Mozak?
books
Who's-
and
who's Mozak?
Mazdak. Who's that? It's Mozak. Jesus Christ.
Muzak.
Oh no.
Oh, we're getting all the throwbacks today.
Open mind, Mazdak. Knowledge is everything. We don't know it for certain, but there have been stories of.
You do need, however, proof. Empirical proof would be the best to substantiate these stories.
Well,
But
maybe
at
if
the
we find a
moment,
cave tonight.
It is not. It is
Can I-
not fact.
Can I make a suggestion that when we do a watch, which I will not be partaking of, Mazdak and Thaddeus take a watch together, and they can get it all out of their system ahead of tomorrow.
All what out of our system? What?
You know what?
I mean,
Absolutely.
I tell you what, I'll do you a deal, Marius. Me and Mazdak will do one of the watches together, and you will do a watch as well. I think that will be fine. If you don't, we won't.
We should
You
all
could do it with
contribute.
Sasha. Sasha's always good
That's-
for chatting on a watch.
I'm not fond of that deal.
Okay,
No.
well, you can take a watch with me then.
Marius,
Thaddeus.
we will all be contributing
Sasha
to
it
the
is.
rest.
Sasha it is.
Masak, who just wants to chat to you, or Sasha,
Sasha,
who wants to
actively
kill
wants
you.
to kill you.
I don't know that. And
Awesome
yeah,
choice.
But yes, keep your eyes peeled for suitable resting area.
Indeed, that would be some sort of cave, presumably. if it's
Or
got
giant
sort of
smack.
jagged teeth like rocks at the entrance, you have to look up at the cave lining to see if it's see if they
Wait.
are protruding as well.
Good idea.
Okay. So you find a reasonable inlet. It's less a cave with a roof. It's just a bit of an inlet in the rock with an open top. But it's certainly giving you sort of 3/4 cover around the back. And you can set up camp and organise your watches.
Indeed.
Excellent. Marius, you look like you're the fire type of guy. Set us up a campfire?
That seems a bit below me, to be honest.
Scared it's going to be a giant's mouth.
No, let's show me what you can do.
Oh, okay, yeah, marvelous. So if there is about a bit of like twigs, a couple of good logs to start it with, and I'll do the old-fashioned Raymir's.
What? I thought you were a magic user.
Yes, but not everything takes magic, though, does it?
But if you've got it, why not use it?
I don't have it prepared, so I can't. So, old-fashioned way.
You're ridiculous.
Well, you could always just light the fire, Imarius. You seem to be
No.
quite good with fire, so
Save us a great
Thaddeus
amount
is
of
doing
time.
this.
fair enough.
I'll cheer Thaddeus on with sarcastic comments every now and again.
I'll be there with like your little bit of dry grass, sort of like strips and everything in the centre of like one small piece of wood, just doing a twizzle up and down. And hopefully it'll light at some point.
Yeah, make a survival check, see if you can start the fire.
14 again.
Yeah, it takes a good 10-15 minutes of rubbing your thing. I don't know.
Rubbing your thing.
Hey, rub your
Oh,
thing.
hang on.
Rubbing his wood.
Yeah, what do they call it? It's like, I don't know. I should
Oh, there we go.
enough
Bit of smoke.
survival games that I should have picked up on this.
Like a tinderbox sort of type thing.
Yeah, well, that's quite a specific bit of kit that does it. But if you, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you get the fire started. You'll start to settle. As you're doing that, if anyone is having a look around,
Yep.
or keeping an eye out on the surroundings, you can make
Yep.
a perception check for me.
So those.
Should dice are on my side today. 22.
Ooh.
Well done. Mine's 16.
8.
8. Okay.
8.
Well, that just describes the order in which you notice over the course of 10 minutes. But Bernia, you spot it first as the fog has started to fade over the last hour or so. And as you casually sort of look up towards the night sky, there are some very hefty, thick-looking clouds up above. And there's just a spark of lightning that just pops. And then by the time Thaddeus spots it, you swear that lightning's getting closer. And then by the time Salviel spots it,
We're actually getting rained on.
no, there's no rain. There's a few pops of thunder, a few rolls, and there's definite sparking.
Like sheet lightning, or does it look like it's hitting
No,
ground?
very, very specific point that is just sort of arcing out a bit of lightning, but it's
Mazdak,
getting closer.
have you read anything on this?
Sorry? Mazdak has been sitting reading his book and hasn't seen any of this.
There's a very odd storm above us.
Oh, well, that's probably just giants. They travel in the clouds, you know.
Right.
As you look up Mazdak, make an intelligence check or a history check at advantage, as you've just said, giants. You're already onto the
22.
not just any giants. Storm giant, the kind of ruling class of the country. And that seems like one's coming down.
Right, so I think we're just about to have a visitor of import. Storm giants, you see, are the sort of royalty of the Bervia. they see themselves as the ruling class. Everybody else works for them, sort of thing. A bit like wizards in Cantitia. We've got,
I see.
but obviously, wizards are the ruling class. We're just very clever, and we spread our knowledge to those who wish to learn.
Is there anything we should know about addressing and speaking with them?
Be
if
very
they choose to
polite.
come to us?
So probably Amarius and
That
Sasha
is a
should
given.
not be talking.
Fine by me.
After Mazdak has pointed it out, now he's pointed out, is there anything that I remember specifically about Storm Giants?
Make a history check as well.
I've lost a die, which I really want to roll, and I can't see it anyway. Ah, there it is. I got it. Don't worry. No, I don't. Don't worry. 13. Not going to be my character for rolling good, is it?
I'd love to have
Um,
Any of them?
Yeah, 13's all right. You can definitely confirm what Mazdak said about them kind of being the ruling class. The Cloud Giants try to think that they're the rulers, but really everyone just obeys the Storm Giants. They kind of nomadically roam the country, sort of putting out fires, so to speak. They go in and police situations because some varieties of giants are more aggressive than others, and sometimes one of the storms need to go in and just calm things down, usually in a sort of parental put that down sort of manner.
Yeah.
Not that I've definitely been doing a lot of that this weekend.
No, not at all.
So
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Yes, lead the way, Mazdak. You've got quite some knowledge on
I
this.
suggest we await their presence. Just be aware and polite, and everything should go fine.
I'll follow your lead.
So-
With this time going on, short rest enough time to do that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just gonna roll some hit dice just in case.
Yeah.
Yes.
D10. I'm a paladin. I get a D10. How joyous! I'm gonna roll 2.
I go to roll a D8
Wow.
and a D6 and see.
I have all my hit points.
When I said that I was going to roll 2, I didn't mean that I wanted to roll 2s.
see it's fine. I'm back up to full.
So I gain 8 HP for that.
I will
short
take-
rest.
I will take a short rest because warlock and casting spells.
That's enough. No mark.
Yep, same.
I'm not far off now.
Casting spells.
Oh, I did get something back. Oh, cool! I get my Channel Divinity back. That's nice. And I'll do the same for Sasha, I think. Let me have a look how much HP she's on. Yeah.
Yeah, she could do with a few.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Crow would take whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Feel free to sort that in the background.
yeah, I'll update it on the.
Just roll them all.
20.
Either this is a fight and you need full health, or it's not and you're about to long rest anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not going to
it's
be another short rest between now and a long rest, so just
Yeah,
roll
you
them
get-
all and put
I
yourselves
think
at
you get half your hit dice back.
Yeah, you only get a few back though, don't you?
Yeah, you get half of them. So I'm gonna roll. Yeah, I'll roll 2 barbarian, 1 fighter for Sasha.
What's artificer's hit dice?
D8
Yeah.
half fighter. Wow, that's average.
Ooh, very good.
10, 16 plus
rolls bang on half at the moment.
2 HP for Sasha. Which can I upgrade? Woo! Ah,
How many hit dice have you got at the moment?
7. Recover 3 on a long rest, I believe. So 5, 10, 16 plus 6, 22. Don't forget you add con mod for each die as well. 22.
Or take it away, depending on, you know.
Yeah, that's
How
actually
very
a point.
screwed you are.
Yeah, you could lose health on a short rest.
I didn't, luckily. I rolled 2 4s.
Okay.
So you got 4.
You got 2 hit points back.
Oh, no, I got 4 hit points back.
Oh, okay.
4 hit points back.
I
So
only
you
needed
got
3.
yeah. So you
I'd
got
love-
what?
you
A
rolled
third
8.
of your HP? Third or a quarter?
Quarter.
How much is a Mazdak again? I
16.
always forget. 16, yeah.
Mazdak
Fuck, I
is
can't
16 hit points.
I cannot believe that. Level 7 and 16 HP, just because you've got a negative.
10, 20.
Yeah.
Quell's up to 60, but it doesn't seem to change.
Goes up to 60.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it in
Oh
roll
no,
20.
I
Sasha
didn't, I
is-
didn't press enter.
Sasha is up to 68.
I shouldn't be the person who's doing more than one character.
Mazdak's at full as well. I'll put you on
Yeah.
full there. Okay.
Pencil.
Yeah, if you make sure that roll 20 is all up to date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to copy and paste those on
Oh,
20
you're
at the
you've done that
maps.
already. Okay, cool.
Jeez.
if we need them. So as this almost ball of lightning descends from the clouds, it eventually just touches down so gracefully for the size of this creature. Not too far from you, 100 yards maybe,
Okay.
if that. And it sort of lands and has a little stretch and looks around and just sort of wanders up towards the cliff, towards you, but not directly at you, just to the sort of side.
Okay. I
I'll
will.
be watching, kind of doing that armored person thing of, no, I'm totally resting. My hand isn't just casually resting on the palm of my sword, honest.
Okay. I will walk. I'm just going to look at the rest of the crew. Should I? Yes. I'll go.
I'll join too. Why not?
So I will approach the storm. So, hello. Nice to see you.
As you get out and turn, you can see it's just sitting itself down, resting its back on the mountain or on a boulder,
Good evening.
and it sort of turns. Oh, hello.
My name's Mazdak. How do you do? I'm a visitor to your wonderful country. Along with my
Well,
friends.
it's nice to meet you. I haven't seen little folk like you round here for a while.
Well, we are. We've come from Kantisha to search out for a friend of ours. Well, we hope a friend of ours. One Jakoto. We understand she's here living in a place in the mountain. We're here.
Jakoto.
Yes.
Not a name I recognize.
Well, we've met some giants so far. We met a colleague of yours, Ilfa. He was on the portal duty when we came through. He was a very nice chap. Gave us lots of helpful advice. And we've been wandering through the mushroom forest, which was interesting. We met a lovely person there who gave us lots of interesting advice, and we had to give her things to escape her forest, which was interesting. But anyway,
Oh, you met the hag, did you?
we did. Yes, she was Amanita, I think her name was. She was very. I liked her. She was interesting, and we talked to her for quite some time. And we rescued our friend here, and I'll literally point at Thaddeus again. We rescued our friend here from some trolls who were keeping him a prisoner, which was, we thought, we thought was not particularly brilliant, but we did manage to rescue him, and now we're just wandering on our way. We saw your arrival, which I thought was splendid. It was most graceful the way you land. It's very clever.
Well, not that hard. Just a simple spell. I've been up in the clouds, seeing some folk up there.
Ah, some cloud giants, perhaps.
Yes.
Yes.
So, where are you going now?
Well, we're going to go up this mountain after we've had a rest overnight, obviously, because we're quite short. So we're going to go up there and try and find or locate a cave or dwelling place in the mountain where our friend Takoto could be. I don't suppose you know of any such caves in this mountain?
Well, there are caves throughout the mountains, but up this one, the only place up here is the fire giants.
Right.
But
We should-
nobody's seen them in a while.
Well, maybe we'll go and pay them a visit. I'm sure they'll have lots of interesting things to talk about, and maybe even some books. Do fire giants read books? I'm sure they do. Everybody reads books, right?
No, I don't think they may write stuff down. They are very skilled artisans.
Indeed, I have heard that the fire giants can make all manner of wondrous things with their great
That they can.
forges.
Powered by the fire of the mountain.
Indeed, should be interesting. I'd quite like to see that. Actually, would be an interesting thing to view, wouldn't it, Thaddeus?
Yes, so I'm captivated with all this storytelling and facts. It's yes, I'm now very much looking forward to meeting the fire giants and this forge of the mountain. Definitely, yes, a
So
lot of knowledge to be gained there.
I'm so sorry. That's very rude of me. I never asked your name. I'm Mazdak, and this is Thaddeus.
It's nice to meet you. My name's Syorgen.
Shorgan. Oh.
Syorgen, Syorgen.
Very nice to meet you.
Yes, incredibly good.
Just on a flying visit or business to do?
What, me?
Yes, you, Sjorgen.
He did say,
Oh.
Thaddeus, if you pay attention, it's he was up in the clouds visiting with the cloud giants.
Yes, but I was just wondering if he's here just for a rest and take in the wonderful views, or just he's here on business. He's very not fire giants, fuck me. Storm giants, quite busy, or can be, all over the place, aren't you?
Oh, yes, we can be very busy. Right now, though, I was going to take a little nap.
Oh, I do apologise. We've interrupted your evening's rest.
Quite all right.
We are very sorry. But it was very pleasant to meet you, Sjorgen. It's Sjorgen. Sorry, I apologise for pronouncing your name incorrectly. So we will leave you to your rest.
Are you staying
Yes, just
around the corner?
just about just over there actually, and I'll point to where probably Salviel, Sasha, and Bernia are all sort of stood in a line, just watching, just in case.
Yeah.
Bernie and Saria, definitely.
So yeah, we're just staying over there. There's some other of our friends are there.
Very good. Well, I won't disturb you. But if you need, I will. I'm going to stay here for the night. But come grab me if you need anything, and things will probably be fine.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you so much. This is...
I mean, nothing's going to attack you while I'm sat here.
No, well, quite. What a wonderful. It makes me feel very safe to go to sleep this evening, to have a storm giant such as yourself. Just in
Are
the
you
general
taking
vicinity.
a watch? You're taking a watch, yes?
If you approach the
Yep.
giant to add,
Ah, this is Marius. He is with
He's
us.
a cheeky one.
Yes, he is. I think we will leave you to your rest now, Sjorgen, and we will take ours. And it was very nice to meet you. If you rise and depart before we do in the morning, I wish you a very pleasant day tomorrow.
Yes, and safe travels, Jorgen. Nice to meet you.
As to you.
I'll turn,
Laters.
just like shoot daggers with my eyes at Imarius, and
As
walk back to camp.
we walk away, I know we've only just met him, but he seemed quite genuine, nice talking to him. Was there anything in him saying probably won't be any trouble?
What do you
Make
mean?
it
Probably
insight
won't
check
be.
to
He
draw.
wants to insight check the giant.
He said.
Well, I know that. I knew as soon as he started
He-
speaking, that's where it was going to end up.
But he seemed very genuine in what he was telling us, and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, he just kind of was like, "I'm resting here for the night. There probably won't be any trouble."
Wesley, almost
You
like
can make your insight check.
Thanks, DM. No, I don't. I got an actual 2 for 6.
I mean, he followed that up with, "No one's going to attack you while I'm sat here."
Yeah, I was just wondering. It's the way my mind works, isn't it? But yeah, head back to the others.
Okay. So yeah, you are
Yeah, I
free
will-
to rest for the night. You can set up watches and
Yeah, I will
sort all that out.
relay all of the information that we just learned from Sjorgen to the rest of the party. And suggest that we take a rest. So I'm getting an echo off your mic,
Yeah, Martin.
Martin.
Hey.
Yeah. I think that's okay. Is it? Yeah, that's better.
Fancy taking the first watch, Mazdak? We can look up at the stars again and maybe see a few more travelling storm giants.
Certainly. Oh, but I thought I was supposed to take a watch with Marius. Or was he watching with Sasha? I can't remember.
No, he said that he'd watch with Sasha, so
He
we'll
did,
wake them
did
up.
he? Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, well, whilst everybody
Okay.
else drifts off to sleep, Thaddeus and I will sit and
Take
Cool.
watch. Yeah.
Go ahead. You can take your watch
indeed.
if you're discussing anything, or if you're wandering off, or
Yeah,
whatever
I
you do.
was just going to. So, how does it? So, a cleric of knowledge is that correct?
Yes.
So-
I follow Tess.
Yes. Well, I don't really follow. We're not really followers, are we? We acknowledge the domain of knowledge, if you know what I mean. Acknowledge knowledge.
Yes.
It's always good. So yeah, and, I have many books, and I'll start sort of bringing my books out.
Oh, marvellous.
I've
Look at
got
them.
spell books. And
Beauties.
I will. And this one, and I would show them my very, very special book. It has. This is my favourite. If I lost all of the others, which would be heartbreaking, I know, but if I lost all of the others, as long as I had this one, then I would be fine. You can see the book is just a plain black book, no title, no lettering, nothing on it.
Mhm.
And I sort of flick it open. You can see all sorts of writing, and then about half the pages are completely blank.
Yeah.
And sort of flick through. So these are my observations about when we've been travelling. It's more sort of a diary really than a book. And then I will sort of tip it away so you can't see the interior of the book. And I will bamf my quill into existence and ask a question of my book.
Before Mazdak was doing that, I was going to ask. He said it was like it'd be, if you lost all the others, but still had this one, he would be fine. Is there anything magical about this book? Any looks of it? What looks magical?
I mean, as a base kind of knowledge of the world, you'd know that all wizards have a special book that they keep very close.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, off the base of that, you'd suspect it was, imbued with some certain sort of magic linking the wizard with their knowledge of spellcasting.
Yeah. Okay. That's a neat little trick there, Mazdak. The quill just appeared out of nowhere. I like it.
Oh yes, well, it's not a particularly impressive spell, but it's one of those really very useful ones when you need a pen, and I can just sort of float it about and it will write it by itself, and just if your hand's tired, you could just have the quill write. And I'm writing a question which I've sent to you, by the way, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Just by thought, or do you have to say it aloud, or?
No, by thought is good.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I love it.
So I can record things as we're walking sometimes. As long as I'm holding my book open, I can record things as we're walking along. I don't have to expend too much energy on that, and I can still be aware of our surroundings.
Brilliant.
So, how on earth did you end up in a troll camp?
Well, I suppose wrong place, wrong time. People would say. I just decided that a few months back I'd leave where I was and go on a bit of travel about the world, just to take in a bit more knowledge. As you'd understand, just to meet new people, new places, and just see what I could find. I was just coming down the border and just made it into. I haven't got the map, Martin. I can't even find it, so I can't remember the places. I do apologise.
I've got a map open, so.
The last place you went through was Greconoria, the Dragon Country,
and the place where now is
Burvia.
Yes, so I was just travelling, just kind of travelled the skirts of the borders of Greconoria and got into Burvia and.
Greconoria.
I mean, Mazdak, for a start, the route that he's talking about goes directly through a fierce desert.
So, you came through a desert?
Well, yes, kind of off and on, I suppose. But yes, mainly through the desert. It was quite a route,
well,
I would say.
Did you have any trouble with dragons? We certainly have had some issues with dragons.
No issues. I paid dues to their customs and had a gift for any town that I went in, and paid like that. And if needed, I could stay the night in one of the inns, and basically made my way onwards the next day. And then the rest of my journey was mainly like you say. A lot through the harsh climates of the desert. Took its toll out of me. I was a bit worn down and beaten by the end of it, and well, yes, by that point I was in Burvia and captured by these trolls.
Right. Interesting. And they didn't just... Interesting that they would capture you rather than kill you.
Yes.
I have heard that trolls are incredibly violent and dangerous.
They are, but for some reason well, I think they got more enjoyment from torturing, I suppose you'd call it, rather than killing me. The mountainous, where we are now, it's not like there's a lot of life or creatures around, is there? So
No, I'll sort of look around just to confirm there are no, creatures trying to eat us.
Doesn't look like it. That is, they also, other than the obvious, they enjoy torturing you method, but they certainly used you for your healing.
Yes. And yes, my powers, which I think I showed today to
Indeed.
you. They used me for that as well after battles I'd been to through other clans and other fierce groups of people.
Right. Oh, so you saw them battling people? Other trolls
Yes.
and whatnot.
It was more keep me safe and I can keep them safe, but I didn't really have the choice.
Right.
They kind of kept me alive. If I had let them be killed, I think the other things they were battling would have killed me instantly.
I see.
Catch
so it's
22,
kind of
I
a
think.
sort of protection-ish.
Yes, I made.
Protection
Yes, I made do with keeping myself alive and maybe keeping some bad people alive at the same time as well.
Well, lucky we came along when we did.
Yes, most gracious. Thank you for that again. Yes, I just glad to get all of my vestments back and not just be basically strapped with a loincloth around me around a pole.
Yes, some sort of strange ritual, perhaps.
Yes, I'm not entirely sure. I didn't question too much. As long as I was alive and was fed and watered, it was more of a kill or be killed type thing.
Right, I see. No, that's difficult, yes.
And yourself, how did you all meet up? How did you all become this
Well,
wandering group of travelers? Well, investigators, should I say,
well,
as you called
yes,
yourselves.
we are investigating. We are on official investigation business from the Mage Council in Canticia.
Oh, very nice
Investigating
place.
the time rifts. I'm sure you've noticed them. Strange events
Yes.
happen. Yes. So we're investigating those from. This is part of the investigations to find Dukoto to see what she knows about them and if she can help us to do anything to resolve the issues. We have, of course, a gold dragon on our side. Seti is very helpful and is liaising with the grandmasters of the Wizards Council. And yes, we're investigating that. We've been to several different sites of time rifts. We've actually gone through what we think was a portal to the past, which is very interesting. Went through into a building and looked out on a landscape where there were, before the village that we were near was even built. It was phenomenal. We've also
Sounds
had
it.
many adventures with rogue mages and things from the future, sort of mechanical almost creatures that were originally built by the dwarves. Have been sent back in time to here and are causing chaos. It's been an interesting and wild time.
Yes, I mean, I've mainly been travelling on my own, and I've heard of these time rifts. I'm sure I know as much about them as you do, which is very little.
Well, we actually know quite a lot because we've been investigating them for a while now. So we think we know where they originated. We have seen creatures from the far past and peoples from the far past, although they did try and kill us. Which was it. Well, I only went to talk to them and they tried to kill me.
Oh.
But yes, that was, and they didn't understand my language, and I didn't understand their language. So it was before I got access to spells that could help me translate languages.
Any particular features? Have you and people? What do you know what they are yet? Or
Well, lots of very different, large reptilian creatures, which tried to eat us, which was fun and dangerous. There was poisonous water, and there were small humanoid creatures, very primitive in aspect.
does any of this ring a bell for me? Of past events. I won't say future because I can't read about the future. But does any of that ring a bell for past events of any readings that I've done or been through, overheard chatter?
Make a history check, but at disadvantage because this is very kind of
Very
niche
basic. Yeah,
history.
yeah. Opposite ends of the die. A natural 19 and a natural 1.
Oops.
So no.
No.
Yeah, that's all very interesting though. I'm certainly, yes, well, I think you had me at all your travelling you've done.
Well, yes, we've been to many places.
I think I'll have to continue with you. I think me and you could quite make the formidable team of knowledge and maybe understand us a bit better.
Absolutely. Well, obviously, we need to write things down and create more books. Also, there is a library in the Seti's palace where they have a sectioned off section that nobody's allowed in. But I am working on it. I can get into there and read the secret books that Seti has promised that one day I might be able to. So that's good.
Definitely. Well, wouldn't say forbidden knowledge, but secret knowledge being kept locked away is always something to go after, isn't it?
Exactly. Read all of the books is my thing.
Excellent.
So we're not doing very well on keeping a watch, but we are chattering away, and so
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, I think we'll just continue going back and forth with this for the rest of our watch. I could very happily go back and forth in real time, but I
yes,
think the others would.
I think we probably take enough time.
Yeah. We don't need to do the whole campaign in real time.
No.
I was going to say, Bill Marius probably wouldn't object if they, end up talking so much that they forget to wake him for his shift.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Mazdak and Thaddeus talk long into the night.
Yes, we do. New best.
So yeah, I think we'd wake up next week. Sasha and
Amarius, yes.
Amarius?
If you want to wake Sasha, oh, wait, hang on.
I was about to say she seems quite the
She is
rough
quite
and brazen.
volatile, so to speak. So
I mean, it would be quite fun.
perhaps I should wake Sasha, as she doesn't know you incredibly well yet. So possibly if you go and wake Amarius, I will wake Sasha. So
Yes.
I will go and wake Sasha for her watch.
And I'll go over to Marius and wake him.
What?
It's your watch, Marius. Mazdak's waking Sasha up, so yes.
But I did one the other night.
Yes, and we made the agreement that me and Mazdak would do a watch and you would with Sasha.
Yes, I know. Did you have sparkling conversation?
It was very interesting. We talked about all sorts of things.
I don't.
Your... well, yes, I'll let you wake up first, but I'll get to sleep. But good luck on the watch.
Oh, me and Sasha have got lots to talk about.
Excellent. I'm glad you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, after I've told Sasha that Amarius is her watch partner, I will retreat to my tent.
There will definitely be a big sigh.
Yeah.
I will. There'll be. I imagine where Sasha sets up, I'll be directly opposite her on the other side of the camp, and we'll just be staring at each other for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Nothing to say to each other.
As you sit there saying nothing, you're just.
I will be doing that, playing with the phantom ring again.
Yeah. Yeah, and it feels it's there. It feels like you can twist it around your ring as it doesn't sit there. And suddenly you just get that feeling that you could enter it. Like you always have been able to, as long as you've had the ring, that you can just bury your consciousness and body within the ring. It feels like you can do that again.
I will try.
And you do leave Sasha shocked as you disappear into thin air. And suddenly you are in your space.
I will. It's good to be home. I will plump up loads of cushions, put them all in one thing, and then just fall backwards dramatically on them, and go back if I can.
And as you fall back, there's a voice. And it says, "Hello, Marius."
Ah, hello there.
You immediately recognize that voice.
Good to hear you again.
Amanita is in your space, and as you look up, she's just stood there, just having a little look around. Well,
Oh, do you come in? Make yourself at home.
thank you. I have been. Nice to see you again.
I'm glad it's nice for you to see me.
It was a little too warm in here when I arrived, but I've started to make myself comfortable.
Are you going to be here all the time, or
Well, that's entirely up to you, Marius.
Right. I'm going to need to get more pillows.
Make yourself comfortable if you want. We do need to have a talk, though.
Well, out with it then.
Well, I thought as this ring was delivered directly to me by my wonderful little fluffy delivery service, that I would investigate it slightly and see what's so special about it. And as I probed, I discovered there was a space within a little realm of its own. So I thought I'd pop by, and it links directly back to you. And I was able to reach out to you and invite you in.
You're incredibly gifted.
Well. So in order to keep our fun little encounter alive, I thought I'd tell you a little secret.
Now. I've met you before. Nothing comes for free.
Well, potentially, but this is your choice, as always, what you give up and what I take. But it is always your choice. The little secret I will tell you for free. And that is the deal I made with Sasha. After I spoke to you, I spoke to her, and she wasn't very happy of what you tried to do.
She's never happy.
No. Wonderfully violent. And so, I made a deal with her. And the deal was your life. And that she would kill you within a week.
Why would you tell me this?
Because, dear Amarius, as you so wonderfully put, there's always something in it for me.
Go on.
Well, I see you as having three choices in this situation. The first one is to do nothing with this information and to simply see how it plays out. See if Sasha attacks you or murders you in your sleep, or whether she tells other people and tries to find a way around it, which she won't. That's option number one, and I'm sure you are not favorable to this option.
Carry on.
Your second option is to strike first. If there is no Sasha to kill you, the deal cannot exist. But the third option is what I'm hoping for. And that is a way in which both of you get to live. There is a lot of power in this place. Power that you are granted by another entity. All I'm suggesting is that perhaps I am that entity. And that with your consent, I will purge this place of the Everburn, and you and I will be powerful. You don't have to decide now. But there's
will
only
think on
a
it.
few days left.
How do I contact you again?
You will be able to enter your ring as you have now, even while it is in my possession.
You've given me lots to think about. Can you... You can definitely purge this place? And I'm sort of trying not to say it very loud.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Because
lovely.
you, the way that your kind works and the way that they take power from another, that power can be given and it can be taken away, but it is always your choice.
Well, I must admit, the last few days I felt not quite myself. I need a dependable.
Well, how about a gesture? I will grant you your usual abilities in the meantime, as given by the old one.
Like a trial run, as it were.
Yes.
Very well.
Good. Just pop by any time, and we can solidify our arrangements.
Would I get more power if I killed Sasha?
It depends. If that
I
would
would-
make you feel good and feel more powerful.
I was joking, of course. Ignore me.
There will be no secrets between us.
I wouldn't dream of it.
It is over to you then.
I will
And
give it
this-
some thought, and I will.
Just a poof of spores. She disappears.
I don't throw myself back in the pit. I spend the rest of my watch just pacing around the room, thinking.
So, Sasha completes the rest of the watch by herself. Assuming that you've done a usual you and disappeared into the ring. I'm not sure if she knows you have access to that at the moment or what, but you've disappeared on her, and that's no surprise. Then she goes and wakes up Bernier and Salviel and goes to sleep.
Mm. Kind of get up and do a short patrol around the camp, make sure everything's in order.
Everything seems to be okay. If you pop your head out, you can still see Tjorgen just dozing, sort of set back against a rock.
I have a question for you, Salviel.
Hmm.
How long have you been a follower of Liasol?
Over 10 years now.
It's impressive. How long have you been wielding a sword?
A little shorter than that. I had to wait till I got to temple before I was gifted with one.
You fight well.
Most of my time there is dedicated to training. And the missions, which aren't quite as frequent as I'd like.
Though I would recommend sticking close. It was I fear we may have almost lost you in that previous fight.
No, not at all. I will die when Liasol calls me back, not before.
It is fair. It seems our experiences are flipped. I could only call myself a follower of Nagale for what, 6 months, even that. Checks notes.
Something like that.
Yeah. But I have studied war for, well, I don't even remember.
No.
I became a guard when I was 17. Been a good 25 years at least since then.
I have found that the call is always there, but it depends on your readiness to hear it.
It is a good point. I did not hear it until my darkest hour, but This is how things are.
Just so I think Leosaur may have been calling me for all my life, and it wasn't until I tried to get myself killed that I actually heard it.
Makes us more alike by the second. I kind of motion with my right arm. I lost this in my last battle.
I'll hold up one still flesh and blood hand. That's a difference I hope we can maintain.
Yes. I have heard of people saying that there is magic that can regrow it. I'm sure Mazdak has mentioned it. But I don't think I would want to.
It itches terribly from what I'm told. Not entirely sure it's worth it.
You would not believe. But it is a reminder of a time that I failed. A time that I must improve on.
I understand. Not being as talkative as the boys.
No. Sometimes it is nice to let them talk and just listen. It's always been the case.
They're somewhat like a late alarm system in that sense. Once talking stops, you know something's gone wrong.
Often if the stream of chatter stops, it means that Mazdak has been knocked out or attacked or something.
Nope.
You got here just in time to miss our watch.
It's fine. We'll once you two have finished your watch, we'll take a break and we can.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
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 But I'm still working out this new religious path. So.
It takes time. Myself and Leosaur have not always seen eye to eye, but we can work it out.
Sometimes feels that Nagale has to point out the obvious to me sometimes.
Oh yes, that too.
But it seems a lot is coming. I hope you won't mind me giving command, as I was in the previous battle. Though you may have
No,
been
not at all.
preoccupied for it.
I am not so prejudiced that I'm going to object to a battle leader taking point.
I'm still marveling at the coincidence, though. I suppose that is Leosaur's domain. The two Valayan half-elves wielding great swords, new to their role, would come into each other.
They are very fond of those kind of coincidences.
I'm not sure what we will face in the mountain, but
Well, I've heard people are continuously referring to this person as a friend, so sounds like it'll be a very easy experience.
still uncertain. Jakoto is... God, my memory is awful. Vastro is still a god that is not seen favorably.
I see.
Chikoto has been alive for a long time, if what Mazdak says is true. We should be prepared to fight, we should be prepared to talk.
Ah, so a day much like any other.
And Betty's just going to take a deep breath, light her pipe, and just look out into the darkness and watch.
The darkness that begins to fade as the sun comes up on another day. We can all take a long rest,
Yay! Long
Full health.
rest.
and we'll take a quick break.
Superb. Right. We will be right back after these really important break.
Nothing.
Yeah. The really important nothings. Yes, indeed. Okay. And we're back. We hope you had a lovely time doing whatever it was you did. DM.
So, as the sun rises on another day in the shadow of the mountain, let's have a quick D6 roll from somebody, please.
I know might not.
Yeah.
Sure, I was going to say 6.
Okay. The fog has completely cleared away from yesterday overnight, and you are just left with an overcast day.
Is
Probably the best option on that list.
Yeah.
is our storm giant friend still napping, or has he wandered off?
Yeah, you get up and check. Sjorgen's wandered off
Right.
by now.
As soon as I hear sounds, I'll bounce out of the ring.
Right. There's going to be a long, hard journey. So we'd all best be prepared.
I'll just be staring at Sasha.
What?
First time. Oh. Nothing. Just taking in the view.
DM, just a clarification question. As I haven't spellcast or clericked for a while, I can change spells after a long rest, can't I?
You can.
You know how to cleric by now.
I think I do. I'm just more confirmation, just telling me what I already know type thing.
Typical spy. After Sasha sort of bites back, I'll just go, nothing. It's fine. Just looking at the view.
Right. Steel yourselves and strap your bags on tight. This will be a long journey.
I'll grin at Sasha and conjure flames on my hands. Just to see if it works.
Indeed it does.
And I'll let it go.
Not quite sure that's going to help you climb a mountain.
Right, shall we?
Yes.
You're very
Xavier,
keen this
your
morning,
lead.
Marius.
Well, if we get moving, we can avoid conversation.
Well, we can surely walk and talk.
No,
This is a thing that I've been doing all along,
No.
you see. Because what happens is when we go through an area where it's easy travelling, we can have a conversation.
Start walking before you start talking, Mazdak.
Of course.
I am taking the lead.
I will wander along somewhere in the middle.
Okay. So you pack up all your gear and you get moving. Can any or all of you who are sort of trying to have a look at the mountain for a reasonable path up make survival checks for me?
I haven't rolled.
Yep, I am very good at those.
It's alright, I got it 23.
Nailed it.
I've got
My
my best
dice
roll yet.
luck is back.
So, 17.
Yeah, I heard 23, 17. What did you get, Jay?
17.
10.
2. Good stuff. Okay. Right. Sasha, after that kind of odd interaction with Amarius, you kind of just storm past him and go, right, this way, as you've spotted it. It looks like, and probably Mazdak or Thaddeus can probably tell from knowledge of the past that there is kind of a route up. There's a path. The fire giants and other giants going to see the fires used to walk up this mountain. It's steep, it's rocky and difficult. Nobody's really been up in several decades, so it is not as clean a path as it once was, but there's still kind of a reasonable route that can be taken. And following Sasha's lead, you kind of set off. You find the first slope and you begin to follow that up as you're sort of traipsing up and around and looping back. And it's rocky, and as you look up, you see that there's a long way to go. And there's definitely snow capping this mountain. But you follow the path for a while. At some point, the path just sort of stops. The way that it was going just falls off a cliff, and as you sort of looped back and you sort of turn, there's a large cliff face or presenting itself to you. That seems to be the only route that you can take from here.
That's interesting.
You must really love falling off these things.
Sorry.
These never seem to bode well for me.
No, indeed. Please, after you.
A quick question for everyone is: can anyone show me what this person we're looking for looks like?
I have no idea.
No. We don't know what she looks like. All we know is she is a bugbear named Chakotay.
Chakotay.
I'm just going to start climbing.
As that said, I'm just gonna, if I can, and I don't know whether it's going to work. I don't feel that Thaddeus has used this before, but he's just going to take a second. But I'm just going to cast locate creature and describe Chakotay and name them as well.
Interesting. Let me just check this. Locate creature. Okay. It does say a creature that is familiar to you.
Yeah, I don't know how. Like, I'm reading it, but as a not going from an actual. I know what the spell says, just as the character, like.
Yeah. You cast the spell, you set it off, nothing comes back. Either you're not familiar enough with the creature to be able to locate it, or it's outside the range of the spell.
No worries, I'll keep that going for the duration, and if anything pings off, then.
Okay. Okay. So, before you start climbing, the cliff that you can see goes up. It's quite wide. There's decent handholds that you think you can get hold of. At some point, it splits off. And on the left, sorry for you, on the left, there's quite a short ledge, only about 30 feet up. You probably suspect that the giants would be able to get to that pretty easily and pull themselves up. Maybe that's how they got up. To the right is a much longer, taller path, maybe 120 feet up to an overhang to a different route. So, Sasha, you said you were going to get going. Which one were you going to target? The easy route or the easy climb or the hard climb?
Given your current track record for cliffs.
Which way do you think?
I'll look at Sasha and then I'll tilt my head back, look straight up and kind of, well,
You asking for assistance?
I'm hinting strongly that I should be assisted.
Give me a faith check then, please.
Will this beat my best roll so far tonight? Nope, same as my best roll so far tonight, a 10.
10.
Don't like me at the moment.
If a god could communicate a shrug, that's what you get.
I will shrug at Sasha.
Being a glutton for punishment, I'm going to go the hard way.
Okay. So yeah, you've got a 120-foot climb. Where's my thing? There you are. Can I have an athletics check, please?
22.
Nailed it. Is everyone going to follow up?
I'm going to let her get a good head start first, so, well,
I have a
It's like-
reputation.
yeah, it's kind of like, when she falls, I don't want her to take me off the cliff with her, type of thing.
Let's go.
I will
Following Sasha.
use my elemental gift. I've got my powers back.
I will channel divinity and use knowledge of the ages and proficiency in athletics for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I was just reading about what hover does, and it means that if I fall unconscious, I don't die from falling damage.
Good to know.
Just because I'm all around Sasha, just making that clear.
So you're doing the same as you did before. You're not going any higher than the person climbing.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to be the first one over there. I'll wait for Sasha to see what's out there.
Okay.
Right, so it's athletics checks, is it?
Yeah.
I'm climbing behind Sasha. I got 16.
Okay. Yeah, you're going. She's getting ahead of you, but you're going up fairly strong.
I've got a bear to carry, so
I got
Yeah.
29.
I've got a
29, so
bear.
21.
Isn't it like this big though?
Exactly, you don't want to squish it.
Yeah, gotta be
got a
careful.
bear.
Imagine the emotional trauma if you landed in your pack with the bear in it.
I'm going to roll a charisma roll to see how smug I look as I go up, like smirking at the people on the side. Oh, 14.
Oh yeah, now I get a good roll.
I got a 9.
I shouldn't complain about that.
Yeah, so 23 is a good roll. Okay, so and yeah, I got your 9, Mazdak. Thaddeus? How did you do?
21.
21. So everyone just gets going. We've done this before. We're getting used to this. This is fine. Even Thaddeus, who, well, you don't know if he's climbed cliffs before. He wasn't there when the last time you did it, but. And then you all suddenly sort of turned and looked down, and Mazdak is just sort of going up a little bit and then sliding down and not really get anywhere with it.
I'll go back down. Give my
I
hand.
can I use
Since
my
I'm at the
floating
bottom
disc?
anyway.
Right, so Sabiel, you were going to climb back down to try and give Mazdak a hand.
Yes.
And Amarius, you were going to. What were you casting?
No, I was going to do floating disc, but I don't think it can. Can it move up with me?
Yeah, it moves
Yeah,
20
I think
feet
it
behind
can.
you.
Yeah, I want to try and create the floating disc below Mazdak, and like he has his own little lift.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thaddeus would have just stopped just to see what's going on, just to see.
Yeah, no, that won't work, Dan. I have that spell as well.
But it can't cross the
it can't
elevation.
cross an
Yeah,
elevation
sorry.
change
Yeah,
of 10 feet
Ignore
or
me.
more, so it won't be
yeah,
able to
just
go
read
up.
that.
So I will
Uh,
accept the help from Salvia.
I will also climb back down and just kind of put a hand on Mazdak's shoulder and be like, "Come on, you've got this," and cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Okay, I just thought had looked this up. Kral does actually have some pythons, but he's clearly never thought to use them before.
Nobody ever uses the starting equipment.
No.
They add it to their sheet and forget about it.
So
No, I did check, but I didn't have any.
Yeah, I checked everyone, and Kral's the only one who's got them.
I think you only get them if you start off with a dungeons
Yeah, something like that.
explorer pack or whatever.
So, Kral also, similar to you, Mazdak, starts to try to climb but can't really get a handhold. So he ends up just fastening a python onto a crossbow bolt and firing it, and then doing it again and firing it to create these little handholds to get up.
Cool. So,
If you
do you want another athletics check?
go ahead and give me advantage because
Oops.
you've got assistance and guidance.
Yeah. Guidance is D4.
And I saw the 21.
Yeah, it was a natural 20 for 21 plus 3 is 24.
Aces. Yeah. Yeah, you just
Scamper up
Yeah.
the wall.
like give Kral a bit of a
Bless you.
thank you, finally.
Yes.
And then just sort of scamper up. Well, that was good. No one failed terribly and fell to the death on the first step.
Well done, Sasha.
The the final bit is a little tricky to get over, but Sasha just absolutely bombed it up, and it is able just to pull people up. It is a bit of an overhang, so there's a bit of a sort of backwards climb to get hold of the hand. But yeah, Sasha's just not literally flown over, but has gone up and he's there to pull people up as they come up. Yeah. While also, as he's going up, pulls out the pythons and the crossbow bolts to keep those available for the future.
Yeah, ornamental.
So you have chosen your route. And as you get up onto this ledge, there's a bit of a flat section. There's some sort of larger points and boulders all around, but you can see the path through as it goes sort of more into the mountain.
Are there any markers or signs of this way to the fire giant type signs, or anything that's been carved by the giants into the rock itself?
Interesting. Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
To look at something specific.
13.
Okay. There's occasionally something that may look like it, but it's sort of worn over time.
Right.
And difficult to tell. Certainly difficult to follow those instructions.
I will point them out to Thaddeus because he'd probably be the only one interested. So
Yeah, I'll take note and just along the way, just keep an eye out to see if there's anything newer, or if any of them have been sort of like altered or doctored along the way.
Oh, thank you.
yay, Kim!
I love you, Wendy.
It's an Udi. She's a vegetable.
Awesome.
Having the carrot, isn't it?
Yeah. Hi, stream.
Bye, Kim.
And I got banana bread.
Awesome.
Did you make it?
Of course I did. So, you get up you sort of begin to head more in directly at the mountain as it goes up, but you're on a bit of a flat bit. Eventually it turns. You can see down a cliff to your left as you're sort of heading west along the mountain. See down the cliff there's another path further down, the other one that you could have taken. But following along, you're on a bit of a flat section here, a bit of a slope going up. You got sheer cliffs to your right, you got sheer cliffs to your left, and you're left with sort of a 30-foot wide path. Certainly wide enough for you guys, if it's wide enough for giants to traverse this. There's a few rocks, there's a few trees actually, and that's odd to see. You've not really seen trees before through your journey through the country. But eventually, and I will that one, if you're on roll 20.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm off
That
the
bodes well. Nothing's going to jump out of us, at us here, is it?
No, it'll
Oh,
be
no.
fine.
How long did it take to go up the cliffside? Just so I know how many charges to use.
Oh, just to get up it was about 120 feet, so it's not
Oh,
that
okay.
long. Copy you lot.
We have no ash. No one can stream the map.
Oh, I'm sure Jade will do it for us.
Yeah.
I'm assuming along our travels up to this point, there's been no dings on my locate creature for
No
whatever reason or
dings.
other. Yeah.
So the flat rocky bit, that's not like a ledge you can climb up onto. That's just the limit of dungeon alchemy. Pretend that's just sheer cliff
Right.
to the north and south of you.
The brown bit.
The brown bit, yeah.
Stay alert. Anything could be waiting above us.
So, yeah. As you push forward, you begin to get sight of this iced over pond that is sort of blocking the way.
Yep. Anything going to come from under that and attack us?
Yeah, along the way, just keeping an eye out on all of these rocks, crevices, trees, making sure it's clear.
If anyone wants to make a perception check,
Yeah, I'll make one.
depending on what you're looking at.
Yeah.
I'm mostly looking ahead, but I'm looking ahead, but occasionally just checking up on the cliffs above us.
Okay.
I got 12 though.
I'm going to focus on the cliffs to the side of us.
Just generally looking around 8, so probably not.
Got 15. And again, like I said, just like the rocks and the trees, just to make sure that they're all clear and no one's hiding away.
I got 15.
June. You guys are so suspicious.
Yes, we
We're going to walk through this, and then I'm just going to close the map, and we're going to carry on. And there'll be nothing. That'd be. Why don't I do that?
You should.
That would
Load
be
of map,
Yeah.
load of
That
map
would be
up for
an
nothing.
epic level of mindfuckery.
Yeah.
Okay. So the pair of 15s down the bottom. The most interesting thing you two can see are these shards of ice that are coming up from out of that pond up ahead, like icicles, but stalagmite versions as they're pointing up.
Are these rocks here that Bernier's climbing? Do we have to climb over them?
You can get up or around those.
There's a route around underneath the trees there.
Yeah, you can get through under the trees at the side. Those are clearly just rocks that have fallen off the cliffside over the years, and there haven't been giants around to kick them or throw them out the way.
There's no, suspiciously squished skeleton under them now.
Doesn't look like it. As you all continue to
Just
move
carefully watching the ice lake as I'm approaching it.
Just be careful up ahead, Bernier. There seems to be stalagmites, which are only of any concern.
That's interesting because obviously, to freeze in an upward motion.
It would
That's
have to be
unusual,
quite
wouldn't it?
cold at that point, wouldn't it?
Yes. So a flash freeze.
Just looking
is-
at the ice, does it look like there's anything beneath these stalagmites that would be causing them to be this shape?
make make an investigation check if you're.
Ooh. So good.
Can I see if there's anything what looks magical about this, or any magical spells? What I know what could do this?
9.
Bernier just looks like a frozen pond. You can see where the water comes out of the mountain, and where it then trickles off.
Does not seem to be anything amiss.
I don't want to speak ahead of Fiddy because I know he's asked a question. But in turn, I am going to pick up a rock and chuck it at the water. Ice.
Okay. We'll come to Thaddeus first. So what were you doing? You were
Just to see if anything about this lake looks magical, or if I know of any spell what could, like Mazdak said, create this flash freezing for these stalagmites to be created.
make a intelligence check. Or make it history just in case you're proficient.
Okay. Not Arcana or anything?
No.
Okay, that's cool. Just asking a question.
This would require like a detect magic, but I
Nice.
presume you're not.
No. 27 with history.
Okay. Let's see. So, thinking back to your readings on certain geological anomaly things, you're right. Mazdak was right that icicles don't really form like this. Only when it's sort of near 0 degrees and it's dripping, so that it gradually sort of builds up, and it doesn't form into like shards like this. But maybe there's some sort of creature that would create something like this or disguise itself like this. It's kind of, yeah, there's definitely some creatures that can, what was it, 27? Yeah, there's definitely some creatures that can disguise themselves as ice.
Suddenly, Martin's suggestion that the cave was a mimic, or the entire mountain range was a mimic, is very suspicious.
Be careful, people. There's definitely creatures what can do this. Either this is their camouflage, or they've done this.
We don't see anything under the ice.
That sounds
And
like
Well, I've
something.
learned that just because you can't see anything, it doesn't mean it's not necessarily there.
Salvia, what are you throwing a rock at?
Just center the ice, kind of like checking how thick it is, type of thing. So a good lob into the air for it to come down again.
Can you ping on the map
Where I'm
where
aiming. How does one ping again? Right click, left click.
We can
Left click and hold.
click and hold left?
Okay, I can see other people's pings and not my own.
So make sure if you're watching the stream, make sure you're on the select mode Just
That is a good
click
point.
and hold.
So, yeah, there we go.
That there.
Yep.
Okay.
Just got this flash. Welcome to the danger zone. Du-du-du-du-du.
So, what would throwing a rock do in terms of damage?
That is a very
It could
good
be a
question.
very short rock. Very pointy rock. That hurts when it hits you.
Just roll a d4 for me.
Be an improvised weapon, wouldn't it?
2.
Something like
Okay, what have you got? Yeah, it is an improvised weapon. So what would it just be?
that. It's
Unarmed
DM
strike.
discretion.
Yeah,
The
I'll
DM
stick with
discretion on
the
damage.
d4. That's fine. So as you do that, you just sort of lob it up. It hits one of these shards of ice, as it was, right there, and there's a as
Oh, no.
this creature just forms out of the ice, disguised seemingly as the ice itself.
I see.
Great
And
time.
So, when you say it
Ah.
forms out of the ice, does all of the ice now go away and we're just left with water?
no, the ice, the pond that is frozen
Yeah.
remains ice.
But all of the shards
The-
have gone.
The shards have just cracked and formed into
Gotcha.
creatures.
Okay. Creatures.
As
Oh,
Yeah, I was
good.
going to say, I'm shit. Oh,
Oh my word.
Oh shit!
There we go.
Interesting.
so let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Did nobody listen to me from what I said? Okay, this is the group I'm with. Brilliant. Let's have some fun.
The rock throw had already been
Yes,
up
definitely.
behind
Definitely.
and this is the way we got to go. So
there's my initiative.
Ooh,
Oh, I am rolling. I roll so well as Bernia.
I'm not quite
I
sure
roll.
what's happening, but I'm rolling quite well today, and I'm scared it's going to go away.
I
Yes,
rolled
it's
two,
like-
2 characters.
You didn't roll off the cliff, and Amarius tried doing something altruistic. It's like something very strange is going on.
Yeah, everything's a bit off today. Oh no, my dice luck's being this bad is pretty normal.
What we got?
Oh, we need to come in, don't we? Oh, God.
I love when turn orders look like this. It's amazing. I just extended it on the stream. Right. I have an initiative for that. Oh boy.
May we have them labelled, please? Because it's difficult to keep track sometimes.
Oh,
that one's that one.
Yeah, that's let's do. Oh, I need to.
They all
turn
need
it over.
individual names like Sharon,
Elsa.
Barbara.
Elsa A. Rosen, Elsa B. Rosen,
Oh,
and then
dear.
finally down to Elsa F. Rosen. Ah!
I need to end it there. I'm done.
Yeah. Who let Finny back in the campaign?
B method, A method, B method, C method, all
Can you-
the way up to I's method.
Do I need to hit that you can see?
A and
right?
D.
Yeah, they're now
visible.
coming up.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm waiting for F. Where's F?
I'm waiting for I because they're made of eyes.
Dear.
I'm so not funny to say. I made a pun earlier, and I assume you all just ignored it. As is reasonable.
What was that one?
Oh well, I was saying that I was carrying quite a burden. earlier.
Oh, I didn't hear the den bit.
The heavy burden that I bear.
My Discord is being really weird tonight. I keep missing things. So it keeps
Heavy burden that
stuttering.
I bear. That's even
Oh,
better.
dear.
There you go.
Oh, I shouldn't be allowed to do this.
I'm actually quite glad my Discord is stuttering now. It's only my brain that doesn't like the fact that the letters aren't in order for initiatives. You need to roll them in order.
Um,
It's not just your
actually,
brain.
I'm not gonna roll. I'm just gonna like
Group them.
give them numbers. Oops, can't do that. I don't have 10 and 11 as separate keys. There we go, and then there we go. Right.
Ooh, boy. This is going to be chilling.
Oh, God.
Stop it.
No.
So as Salviel throws this rock up, it just happens to hit G there, which I need to damage.
I
There we
mean,
go.
well aimed there, Debbie. I've got to say.
Okay, look, I could have missed the icicles and we could have gone, oh yeah, it's perfectly fine, and walked
No,
into
no,
the
no,
middle
no,
of
no. That's not a criticism. I'm just saying, well aimed.
Okay, sorry, I thought that was
Abigail
sarcasm.
and Sasha might want to sort out their HP.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yes, everyone should be at full. You have long
Oh,
rested,
yeah.
and nobody fell.
Well done, Sasha.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
So it probably goes without saying, but the ice itself is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Sasha, after you're up front, you're on guard. There's this scream from this creature as it gets struck by a rock, and then they all just form into these little icy little creatures. And you are the first to react. So go ahead.
Go. So I'm going to immediately move up to H and going to not so much of a rage, but kind of like maniacal grin kind of rage. That kind of like, I'm going to get some. So yeah, I'm going to
It's
do that. And
Okay.
then I'm going to strike H.
From steps. There's a
Oh,
throwback.
What am I doing? Why did I roll it like that? That's stupid. 13.
13 hits. I'm going to need some dice here, aren't I?
No, it's okay.
No,
You don't
you're
have to
good.
roll.
So it's
you're
24 points of damage.
Okay, you just step up and absolutely carve through this thing, and it shatters as you destroy it in a single hit. As
Where's
you
the
do
catch?
so, there's always a catch.
Make a dexterity save.
Yes, please.
Okay, and I assume I can see it happening.
Add a
So
plus
that's
4
an
because you're
advantage.
in my aura. I don't know if everyone can actually see it, but
I can see a green aura.
Oh, is it a plus
you?
4 or a d4?
plus 4.
Okay, so 16 then.
That saves. And so you take half damage, so you take 4 points of
Is it piercing or cold?
it is slashing.
Oh, it's still halved again, so 2.
Nice.
Because I'm raging. And then, okay,
Well,
if that one's gone,
it's simple, yeah.
I will then step up to E and have a go again.
Okay.
Ugh, 12.
2 hits.
Marvellous. That was terrible. 13 points of slashing damage. And necrotic. Mixed.
13. Okay. Just checking.
Reroll.
Oh,
That's good.
okay.
I rolled 3d6 and they were all 2s.
Reroll 2s, can't you?
No, it's. Oh yeah, I can reroll 2s. Forgot about that. I'm so confused because quarantine treats 1s as 2s, but I can reroll 1s and 2s on. So hang on, let me try that one again.
You sound like a
that's a lot
DJ on the
better.
ones and twos.
Yeah.
24, sorry.
24.
Again.
Okay. I've just read your message, Dan. I thought exactly the same thing.
I mean, I think that in any situation, like at work, Fireball would be good here.
I mean, yeah. Anyone who can cast Fireball thinks that in every situation.
If I can get all of them.
Objectively, something weak to fire, bunched up, lots of them.
Look,
All your friends outside, apart from Sasha now, but who cares?
that is 20 foot. Look.
Yeah. It's
Awesome.
beautiful, isn't it?
Okay, so it was 24 in the end.
24, yeah, sorry.
Another deck save then, please. You're outside of the range, so you don't get the +4. Ooh.
I don't need it this time. 23.
Nice. So you take half of 15 for 7, and then half that again to 3.
Okay.
Wow. That was almost a perfect roll on the damage, and you took basically nothing. But anything else, Sasha?
Barbarian!
Why is
No,
that?
I'm good.
So what?
Sorry,
No, that's me done.
I was half twice.
Yeah, saved.
I saved and then I would get reduced because I'm barbarian and raging.
Save and resist.
Save and rage.
Oh, is it piercing? Sorry, I wasn't listening. I thought it was cold.
It's slashing. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Shows how much attention I'm actually paying. I'm very bad at this.
Okay, so Thaddeus.
Ooh. Bunch of stuff just disappeared from the turn order. Oh,
It's 'cause
I
good
just
too.
no, I just muted my mic to sneeze, and for some reason it turned my headset off. It's like it's not turning back on. What's happening? Yeah. So these rocks around here, are they high or?
Reasonably, you could possibly climb them though. They're pretty precarious to the cliff face though.
Yeah. I was just. Okay, so what I might try and do then is rough terrain on the ice, yeah? 20. So that would be 30 there.
Well, your last is that. Wait, where did you go from?
I think I was there, so I counted 5, 10. Is it 15 to that one? 15, 20. And then
So,
another one
yeah.
is 30, yeah? To there.
Okay, yeah.
And then I was going to, let me just check this out just to make sure, because thinking something completely different.
Let's ice these bitches.
No, don't make them stronger.
So yeah, I was going to, on D, and hopefully most definitely hit A and F. On D, I was going to cast Lightning Spear.
Okay. Sorry, put your cone back up for me.
Yeah.
You get in A.
So
D.
Lightning Spear, if I hit D, it then shatters into a 15-foot cone and
Okay.
hits those on a
Sure.
hit.
Lightning spear.
Yeah.
That's a jade one.
yeah, you have to clear that one with Martin. Sorry.
That's a homebrew spell.
I should
Oh, is that
add a
homebrew?
marker to my homebrew spells.
Oh, I've done it again, haven't I?
Future.
Fucking hell.
You did that before, yeah, with a.
That's a
crush.
quarantine
I've
special.
done it before.
Yeah,
I've done
I
it
think
before as well.
it should be just Tempest Cleric though. It shouldn't be on all Cleric. So I'm
It's
sure
come up.
that's-
Okay,
I'll
I
add
won't
marker
do
to
that
my
one then.
homebrew spells in future.
Okay, I will.
Yeah,
I
put
w-
at the end.
I won't move. Oh, hang on, I need to move. I won't move there then if I can't use that. I'll have to think about it. Sorry. Okay, just for simplicity then, I will cast Beacon of Hope on everyone,
Okay.
and that'll be my go.
You
What
can
sort
cast
of
darkness
cleric?
afterwards.
What sort of cleric doesn't have fireball?
There, yeah,
Do
there you
any
go.
of them?
Most of them.
Light domain.
Wait, can Yorick fireball? He can wall of fire. I don't think he can
Don't
fireball.
think you can do fireball, which is a shame.
Yep, that's my go.
Okay, so what does Beacon of Hope give people?
So everyone regains maximum hit points when healed, and they have. Let me go back.
Has
They
combo potential with darkness.
Hope and Vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range, and obviously I'm just choosing the friendly creatures. For the duration, each target has advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Okay, very good. Mazdak.
I'm just going to look across, well, look beside me at Amara to go, fire?
Fire.
Okay. And I will Eldritch Blast L. So let's do that.
That's not fire.
Because I
That's
don't,
my target.
I don't really have any fire. Oh, okay. If that's your target, I'll do something else then.
Don't worry, Mazdak, I don't have any lightning either.
Yeah. Okay, I will do I with an Eldritch Blast. Okay.
Okay. Fire away.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Plus 3. Where's my D10? That's not my D10. That's my D10. Great. 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
Still alive? Cool.
Still alive.
I'll do it again then.
Do it again.
12.
12 hits.
Awesome. Oh, fabulous. That is 4 points of damage. I rolled a 1 on my T10.
Still alive.
I will so duck round back behind Kroll. Just quick look over my shoulder just to make sure nobody's sneaking up on us into the pass.
Okay. Doesn't look like it without an action to do a proper perception check.
That's fine. I will. Yeah, that's my go.
Okay. So this one is going to fly directly up and over the rocks down onto. Oh. And. Actually, it's going to. What was it? 15-foot code. Either way. Cone. Yeah, so just Sariel and Bernia, can you make dex saves for me, please?
Sure. We both have +4. Although
We do?
It gets complicated because it's because of aura of protection.
Okay.
But it would be, I don't know what your charisma is, because you can only have one of them affecting you at a time.
My charisma is +3.
Is it just
So you add +1 to yours, I believe.
Excellent.
Dex,
That gives me a 6. I'm not rolling well tonight.
13.
You are not.
okay? So, yeah, Sariel, you're taking the full brunt of this, and Bernia sort of catches. Well, he's in the wake of it. You're protecting her. So Sariel, you take 11 points of cold damage.
Ouchie.
and yeah, half that for Bernia
5.
to 5. That's that one done.
Was very ice.
Ha 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 ha.
Nice to see you.
Please no.
Yeah, cool. So Sariel, your rebuttal.
Right. My rebuttal. I shall cast stab, as it were. Smacking it with the greatsword.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, for a 9.
9 doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
I will curse at it and try again since I have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Fucking hit something. 10. I fucking give up. I don't really, but you know, just feeling that way at the moment.
Yeah. You're feeling the after effects of this thing just breathing this cold air at you. And you just sort of swinging blindly and don't manage to hit anything. Then up is Elle, who is going to do the same. If the pair of you can make your deck saves again, please.
Getting +1
I'd
on
like
yours.
to take back my action this time to grab Bernia and put her in front of me.
Don't worry, I've got something planned.
Oh, that one's
13 this time.
24.
yeah, both succeed. So the total damage was 14, so you can both halve it to 7. And Bernia.
Okay. Seeing this being a situation, I'm going to step up here and kind of like drawing my sword, channel my divine power, and cast Bless on myself, Sasha, and Salviel. And kind of say to the others, stay back, they are volatile. So,
Okay.
what we're using for concentration, what we're using for Bless, there's got to be that one for Bless.
There is an icon for bless.
So,
Yes.
we don't have James.
I'm not using the same icon set
Oh,
as
right,
James.
okay.
Possibly not. You'll have to share that with me, actually. I don't know how you go about it.
I'll see if I can grab them and forward them to you.
Perfect.
And I'll use this to show that I'm concentrating. So yes, D4 to attack rolls and saves.
Sweet.
And I'll just kind of like beckon to the ones on the middle of the lake to attack me. See, the warlock is making his plans.
So B is going to move up.
Yeah. You say beckon them to attack you, the warlock hears moving to fireball range.
So Sasha and Bernia, if you could make deck saves again, please.
Don't forget your bless, and you also get my +4.
I guess I'm assuming I can see this coming.
Yeah. Okay, that's a lower roll.
Oh, that's terrible rolls.
Ooh, don't forget your D4 now. And the +4 from me.
9.
Wow.
At
And the
advantage.
+4. Oh my
That's advantage
word.
with +4 and
a
bless.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah, me and you rolled the same. I got 13.
Poof. Okay, Sasha, you fail. But you still do get to halve it. Total was 7, so you can have both half.
Isn't it
3.
cold damage?
Oh yeah, this is cold damage, so sorry, you
No, that's
can't
fine.
halve this.
How much do I take? I got
So,
13.
7 halved because you saved to 3.
I should update my HP on here.
Okay.
As we...
Is there a particular reason why we can see our all three of our healths on your screen, Jade?
It's because I can move you about still,
Oh, okay.
because I took over for you guys.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's fine. I was
I
just
can-
curious.
Take that off.
Yeah.
So Jay is gonna step up and ping.
That was an interesting noise.
Sorry, it's my watch telling me something.
Wherever that needs to go. So same two again. Sasha Bernier, deck saves as Jay lets one off.
Jade.
Those rolls could not be more different. Oh
Well,
my
it was-
god. 31.
Whoa!
23.
Both succeed. 7 points of cold damage, both half to 3. Ice, baby. 25, 30. That we can just get there. We'll do the same again, please. That's total of 10.
Oh,
so
I need to be. Hang on, before I go any further, before I do any more, I just have to do two of these. Or possibly, hang on.
on saves.
That one's fine.
And unnatural 20.
That one's fine. And then the deck save. What did I get there? Because I rolled it. There is so 11 plus the D4.
It's DC 10, so
15.
you're fine. Yeah.
15, but I will roll this next again. Fine. Oof, I need to remember to do
Oh.
that.
You both succeed, so that's half to 5 points of cold for you both.
Nice. I am steadily running out of health, though.
Yeah, they're
I'm-
chipping.
I'm the lowest health of the three frontliners, so.
Oh,
Here
I
we
think
go
I
again.
have at least you and Mazdak put together.
I think there's at least a Mazdak and a half between me and you.
let's make sure we're marking the frost breath off of all of these.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do the same deck saves again for the pair, if you please, as C gets in on it. That's 8 on the
Oh,
damage.
Don't forget your D4 now.
Yeah, I know. 12.
You're fine.
18.
Both fine. So half 8 to 4.
And con save made.
But it might well be all over now. So Imarius.
I will disappear into my ring. No,
Awesome.
I was thinking about it. I will cast.
That would be
Fine.
the Danis thing to ever done.
Yeah, I'll cast it there. I can't quite get everyone, but
There you
so
go.
everyone but Kay. I mean,
Yeah, Kay's
fairness,
still out.
Yeah.
You're not hitting your party members. You're being quite good with it.
I mean, I did think about taking out Sasha as well. You know, win-win.
Yeah.
I
And
don't. Yeah.
as I do it, I will say, "This is for you, Anamita."
Ooh. So deck saves for everyone, is it?
Deck 16.
They don't
Wanna
benefit
just
from
roll-
Bless or Aura.
Roll the damage for me, because it's still half damage even on a fail. So do that first.
32.
32.
Nice.
So minimum 16 damage.
Okay. Ooh. I'm regretting not having them move right up to you, because now when they die, you're out of their explodey range. Let's see. So, A. I'll use a nice icy blue die.
Nice.
Gets a 12.
Piles.
Bang.
And we'll go F is dead. And D rolls the same. He's dead. E. Oh my god, I've just rolled 442. Like
He's
a
already
formation.
dead.
Whatever the one I just deleted was. bitten them. That was B. Doesn't matter. C gets 11. Jeez. I'm rolling like Debbie.
Harsh.
Oof.
Fair, but
Bobby?
harsh.
Bobby's the new hoodie.
G gets 14.
Fails.
Else. Play is dead anyway because it's at low health. And gets a natural 1.
Awesome.
I do have to come back to some explodey damage to you, Sasha. Keep this rolling. Another 2 by Jay. L gets a natural 1. Are you absolutely kidding me?
That was amazing.
Can you believe the rolls?
I mean-
I like this mushroom lady.
Fireball.
I mean,
that
fireball
was
plus mushrooms. That smells good.
Oh, awesome, yeah. Roasted mushrooms.
18 for the deck
that
save.
was 14 for the deck save. So
18.
that does it succeeds either way. So I just want to roll that. Oh my word. 9, but you get to half to 4 and half to 2.
That was extremely satisfying.
Yes. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was amazing.
That was really cool. Or
So
rather, wet.
that was amazing.
Waiting finally paid off, Dan.
6, 7, 8.
I thought they
Nine
were going
of
to
them.
disappear.
In one
Nine
go.
kills. Yeah, in a single turn.
Nice. That's
There's
got to
a
be
fairy
a
tale about that.
It could well be, yeah. So all of you see is just this fireball is launched, explodes on the pond. There's the pond itself like fractures, the ice cracks, and there's just bits of floating ice now bobbing on the water that was underneath. And 9 of these creatures just get incinerated in an instant. In fact, none of them could have survived because they are vulnerable to fire, so would have taken double damage even if they succeeded. They would
At
have
least
died.
32 damage. That's insane.
So
And
so
around the edges of the pond are just some little sprouts of these little bioluminescent mushrooms.
I've still got my movement and my bonus action, so I will move. So here, just so I'm center of attention, and bonus action, bow to everyone.
So your magic is working then, Amarius?
It never went. I left one for you.
We'll skip Kral, but Sasha,
Gonna go charging up to it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Because I've got 40 feet of movement.
20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And then smashy. Hang on. What they match? 21 to hit.
Hits.
Plus 1d4.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna.
30 points of damage.
Yep.
As you slice through the last of these creatures, it again explodes as you've seen it do before. And Sasha and Salviel, if you can make dex saves, please. There's a D4 for
No.
Bless. There's a +4 for Aura.
+1 for Salvio.
19.
$15.
You both save. So half the damage to 7. And then, yes, this is slashing damage. So, Sasha, you can halve that again to 3.
Yeah, 3.
And there we go.
It's one of the shortest combats I have ever seen.
Yep. All hail
Yes.
Fireball.
Absolutely, and it was
We-
great.
In a flash of fire.
Before my spell runs out, I will heal Sasha.
Because
Oh,
only Sasha deserves
yeah.
healing.
What?
I will.
I think
Interesting.
I've still got
Interesting
more
choice.
hit points. I've nearly got as many hit points as Bernier and Salviel combined.
So
even
you
reduced,
get
but
20 points of hit. No, sorry. Yeah, 20 points of healing. There's a cure wounds level 2.
Thank you.
And then no, that was to Bernier. I didn't say Sasha.
You did
You
say
said
Sasha.
Sasha.
Hey, Sasha.
That's Sasha. Oh, I meant Bernier as well. 'Cause
That's
Bernier
why
was
I've been
the lowest
sitting here
one.
going, yay.
That well, 20 points to you. Then I'll do another level 2 at that, just so I can actually do something in that fight. And then Salviel, I'll do a level 1, so you get.
I am not feeling
12
valued.
12 points.
But I'm not going to check. I'm also not feeling valued.
How much do I get, Fiddy?
20. No, you got 12. Hang on. 20 again because I used level 2. As you get maximum hit points, and that'd probably be the end of the minute, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the creatures have been incinerated, and you are free to continue. Albeit it's now a little more difficult to cross this, as it's
I'm going to
not
throw another
pond
rock
anymore.
into the pond. Just to be sure.
Where exactly are you throwing it?
This
Round
time I will
2.
aim for here.
It bounces off a bit of floating ice and then plops into the water. Nothing seems to happen.
Should avoid going into the water if you can. Would be incredibly cold.
I'm not sure we have a choice.
Just something we should avoid, though.
If we keep
especially
to
with
the
where we
northern
are.
edge, we might be okay.
Hmm.
And I'll start heading up this way. But stick to the edge of the pond as much as possible.
Does that look like it's like a cave there, and that northern bit? Or is that
It's
just
certainly
other
where the
map?
water's coming out. No, it's certainly where the water's coming out.
I'm assuming this is the only place we've got to go, other than
No.
back down.
There's, I think the pass continues up this way.
The path just heads straight on to the left off the map. That's the path. If you go and look in the cave where the water's coming out, there's like a very low window box or letterbox that the water's sort of coming through, or it's frozen over, but you're not going to get up there.
Okay, I
Right.
will move to here, and then I will Misty Step to there, because I'm not going swimming.
Fair enough. Yeah, this
Very
wasn't
fair.
necessarily meant to be a challenge, so you can all take whatever time you need to get over in a safe way, whether you're going through the water, round the rocks.
Carl
But
lies
the-
on his back and then somebody gives him a push and he just...
Skims across the water.
You can go curling with Kral.
Skim the
Some
turtle.
people have got brooms out in front of them.
Awesome.
And you all make it through. So yeah, you
Weird to me.
continue. Say again?
Sorry, no, Discord went weird on me. All of the screens went black.
Oh,
back now, though, thankfully.
Good.
So you get over the pond, and then you continue up the path, and it keeps going for quite a while, and you're getting higher and higher all the time. It never gets...
Sorry, wrong kind of higher.
It never gets too steep that you're having to do like physical climbing, but it is a hard slog, especially as the snow gets thicker. And,
Constant walking keeps you warm.
and there's that. And there's a few hours before anything else really happens that you just continue to walk, just sort of winding this path, sometimes seemingly like going into the mountain and then coming back out. It's like a sort of small cave, walk through cave, where you get... It's uncomfortable because it's a cold wind tunnel going through there, and then other times you're on the outside of the mountain and it feels a little bit cagey because there's a cliffside right next to you. But the path never gets that thin. Like I've said, it's a giant walkway, a walkway for giants. So it
a
never
causeway.
gets too thin. Some sort of giant causeway.
Yeah.
There are these strange hexagonal rocks all over the place. And yeah, after walking for a while, you kind of come back out into this open air, and you can walk up to a ledge where the path just stops. In front of you, directly ahead, you can see that the mountain just drops off into this chasm below. But over in the far distance, you can see another ledge. And there's a long gap, 200 feet or so, between the two, with this chasm in between. On both sides, next to you on the right and on the far side, are mirror statues carved into the stone out the rock of the mountains, made to look like giants. And they are sort of looking into their hands, which are sort of cupped out in front of them.
Do they look, I wouldn't, that's familiar is the wrong word. Does it look like any of the books I've read, any pictures, anything like that, where not specifically to them, but like they've been used before in some magic?
Okay, that's...
If you get what I mean,
yeah.
I know it's not vague,
Yeah,
but I can't find the right words to...
That's... Yeah, if you're thinking up things that you've read on magical things, that's an Arcana check.
Okay, cool.
How tall are these statues?
They look like life-size replicas of...
So we can't... Are we on at ground level with their feet, or are they...
Oh, yeah, I see.
they built
Yes,
into
yes. Its feet are on the same ground as you, and it
Right,
extends
okay,
up.
gotcha.
So the cupped
We can't
hands are...
see what's in the cupped hands. Right.
No.
Okay.
Did you say there was one on the other ledge as well?
Yeah,
19.
19. Yeah, this is not uncommon type of magic. It's a kind of gate of sort where you need to offer it something in order to be able to pass. It's the chasm, the gap that you've got to cross is the door, and the statue is the lock. You just need to use the right key.
So, if I remember correctly, and Mazdak, you might have read up of this at some point, but the statues, I think, are the lock for the chasm. It's essentially a door. We offer them the right.
Right, yes.
components, and we'll be able to cross.
Interesting.
It's just figuring out which component it would be.
I'm gonna work out what kind of giant it is.
Good question. How familiar are you with the individual types of giant?
I mean, we met a couple,
I think it would be, yeah,
and
me and
I wandered about a bit. So whether there are other ones elsewhere, or if it's just in this area of the world, I don't know.
Just make a straight intelligence check for me, Sasha.
Oh dear.
Were either of you two, Mazdak, or
Yes.
yeah, I think one of us would.
I would definitely,
Oh.
because I have read about Bervia and the types of giants. I know quite a lot about them. I think we've already established that.
yeah, make a history check then, Mazdak.
16 plus 0 is 16.
Cool. It definitely doesn't look like one that you've met. You've met a stone giant, a storm giant, a hill giant.
I got
How's that? How did you do?
17.
17.
It's not.
Between you looking at it and your memory of the books that you've read and the memory of the creatures that you've seen, this looks like a fire giant.
Absolutely. Totally a fire giant. Well, that would make sense because we are
Makes sense.
approaching their home. So, some sort of offering of fire,
Fire?
maybe?
Marius, you may be able to play a part in this again. Brilliant.
Yes, I was about to suggest we put Marius up there.
Let's just see. I'm a bit tired.
Oh, well,
That
we can...
fireball took it out of you, I'm sure.
Are there any inscriptions on the statue? Any kind of like
Instructions.
anything that looks like words that may be carved into it?
Yeah, have a look. An investigation check.
Can you read giant?
12. No, but
12.
I can find it. I can point the smart ones at it.
Yeah, maybe there was at some point, whether you're not seeing it or it's just weathered away over time.
It's okay, Marius. If you're a bit tired, I'll see if I can build a fire again. Maybe that will do.
Does not feel right though.
What do you want me to do? I will at your service.
Well, I think if you're obviously all powerful and all fire going, that maybe casting some sort of fire spell in the offered hands outside from the statue would be enough.
Okay, yeah, I'll do create bonfire then.
What use would a fire giant have with more fire? It is an offering.
What is your suggestion then, Vernia?
I
But
don't
Marius,
know.
have you cast the spell?
Yep. Create bonfire.
Well, Marius casts great bonfire within the cupped hands as the two of you are discussing whether or not that's the right thing. And the fire lights and then burns for a second, and then the fire seems to light the giant up. It just sort of glows for a second, and there's just this sort of magical click that happens in the background, and the one on the far side lights up as well. And in this chasm, there is a swell of wind as the sort of fog and general kind of air forms into these clouds that rise and form a bridge across the chasm.
Oh, that's excellent. What an incredible
Marvellous.
use of magic.
Yes, it's very well done, isn't
Let's
it?
take
Is
out
it with the wizards
take
and
out a book
clouds?
and just start writing, describing exactly what had happened.
You are welcome, everybody.
Well done, Amarius. And I will stride out onto the bridge.
It is firm as the stone you were previously walking on. There is no give or anything. It is just
Mazdak has
As we're
no
walking.
problem believing this at all. Just walk straight across.
As we're walking, I'm going to look to Salvia. wizards seem to like clouds a lot. There's a tavern in Kantishi where they serve drinks with clouds. It is very strange.
Drinks with clouds in them.
Yes, like the drink is made into rain.
Sounds like quite a buzz.
This,
Oh, that was a very interesting tavern. Yes, the cloud would come across on top of the glass and then rain the drink into the glass. That was amazing. That was very good.
seems unnecessary.
I must have
There
to.
must be
see
some
that.
kind of hidden fascination that they have with clouds.
I think so. Perhaps that is because that is where their heads are all the time.
It would make sense.
Are we walking across a chasm on a bridge
Oh, yes.
made of clouds?
I am
Yeah.
definitely following you. This is an
Then-
experience to be had.
Then why are you complaining?
I am just
not complaining,
noting
just
it is a
Curious.
strange
But to,
coincidence.
I mean, head in the clouds. Interesting. But I'll just continue walking across.
And you all
I'm not
walk
saying anything.
comfortably across. Nasdaq, you probably get the impression that this is the magic of the cloud giants, that they've worked on this.
Obviously, some
with-
sort of payment for services rendered. Probably.
quite probable. Yes, and you find yourselves on the other side of the chasm, and as each of you have stepped off on the other side, the clouds just calmly dissipate back into the chasm.
Oh, that's clever. I like that. That is most excellent.
Yes. Thank you, Amarius, for your powers once again.
Yes.
Excellent
Well
work.
done.
I mean, you don't need to keep doing this, but I'm not going to stop you. I mean, not all of you have praised me yet, so.
I don't
Well, no,
know
but-
what has happened, but you're certainly being a lot more helpful. No, Amarius. Good work.
I am just using the talents that I have.
Good. Makes a difference to how things were in Oninia.
That's where we'll finish for tonight.
Yay! That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love a cloud bridge.
I like a cloud bridge that doesn't let you fall halfway through.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a not so great pun?
Go on, Em.
We're walking on cloud nine. Oh.
That was truly dreadful. Well done.
Yes, thank you. Here all night.
Let's hope not.
Well, yeah.
Not to rain on your parade, but I haven't the foggiest how you came
Oh,
up
no.
with that fitting.
Oh no.
It's too much. It's too much too fast.
Although at the same time, no, keep going, get it all at your system now before Tuesday.
Okay, stop.
As a very drunken friend of mine once said, it went from 0 to 0 very quickly.
Oh God. Okay, cool. Right. Thank you, Martin. That was really good fun. I really enjoyed that session. Thanks everyone
Yes.
for playing. That was really good fun. We will of course be back here on Tuesday, as previously mentioned, for the next instalment of our piratical campaign. And we will again be back here on Sunday. So have a wonderful few days, everyone. And if you liked it, yay! If you didn't, you know what to do. Off you fuck.